busy week and I haven't had really a chance to check in or reach out in this avenue. I have private talked to some people and had conversations and stuff, and I just really appreciate people reaching out. Whether you have wanted to share your story with me, which I really love to hear and be a part of, and whether you're just feeling comfortable enough to share it, or feeling open, or just need somebody to say it to and feel like I can be that avenue for you, or something I've said has touched you enough to be willing to share with me. So for the people that have reached out to me, thank you, and talk to me. And I enjoy talking to people in general, but sharing life experiences and real experiences with people, we don't go through everything ourselves. We don't, thankfully, thankfully, we don't all have to go through every single experience in our life ourselves to understand it. Yes, you fully understand it when you do, but I'm thankful for having empathy. Like, strong, I have empathy. If you tell me your story and you share with me, I literally will tear up and get right in that moment if that, it is something sad or heart-wrenching or anything, because I feel that I can understand and put my real feelings out there with hearing people's stories. So I feel like whether I have to go through it or not, if you're willing to share yours, I feel like there's a way and there's a part of me that learns enough from that I can appreciate that I don't have to go through it to feel or understand what it means, and can maybe change my behaviors or my actions or look for certain things to pay attention for just by hearing the story from somebody else. So I really do appreciate those that are willing to open up and share. I can't say it enough. It helps talking to people and listening, and so that's all. Sorry, rant. Just wanted to say thanks to the people that are willing to share with me. Also, those that have shown your appreciation and said thank you to me for something that I may have said that has moved you past something. I just very recently got a text from somebody that said they have been in a real struggle with the place that they're at, and they've been dealing with it, and they've been okay with it, and they're just sitting in this situation because, for whatever reason, they haven't quite said, if it's some people sit in situations because they're okay settling for, they're thinking it's the best that they can find. This is a better situation than I've ever been in, even though it's not perfect. Like, it's better than what I could have. None of these are reasons to sit in situations that you're unhappy with, whether it's a job or a friendship or a relationship or a family member. Nothing that is you're having to explain to yourself or talk yourself into, or, constantly pick yourself up or dry your eyes from situations. None of it's worth it. So the person didn't specifically share with me what has made them stay in the situation that they're in or put up with it, but I just got a text that said they've done a lot of thinking since a conversation we had early on in the weekend, and just about their life and what they're going through, and a lot about the person that they were with, and text me, you could tell in a real at peace way, just saying thank you for that conversation. I've really thought a lot about things, and I broke up with this person that I was unhappy with, and saying that in a way that, they were sitting in this relationship, but it wasn't a good thing. And, their response quite right following that was, I've been single for a lot of my life, and, for years up until now, in a happy being single and happy being my own person type of way, that they had got in this relationship and were finding themselves not happy anymore. And so he's like, I don't need to be in that relationship. I thank you. And he sent that text to me, and I'm like, I appreciate that. That makes me feel good. And my, that wasn't, that I helped you. That makes me feel good. Not that he broke up with the person. And my response, frankly, was, I am sorry for that, because You guys, there is no place or time that we are in that breaking up with a partner, breaking up with a friendship, or breaking up with a family member, or leaving a job, or walking away from a scenario or a situation or something that we have, that we are leaving it, breaking up with it, saying goodbye to it, moving along, whatever we are doing. There is no time or place that it's easy. That was a simple decision to make, and I truly now just feel relieved and I'm good. That's very, very rarely the situation. Typically it hurts. Our heart hurts, our mind hurts, in some places where people find themselves being depressed or sad over a situation, like your whole body hurts, like whatever it is, like, right, you feel pain from this. You cared about that person. You're not just staying in a relationship or a situation for no reason, or in a job for no reason. You either cared about the person or you loved what you did, and it's not easy. It still sucks. And so I told him I am sorry for him having to be in that situation, and I know he's still going to be in pain. He's still going to miss this person and be sad. That is going to be the case. But also I told him I'm proud of him. You made a decision. You sat and thought about where you were at and the place that you were at, and is it best for you? Is it good? Is it going to change? Is it going to get better? Can you guys grow together for his certain scenario? And they couldn't. It wasn't a good, beneficial, happy, positive place for his life that they were going to grow in a good way. And so he walked away from it. And yes, it's new. He said he made that decision yesterday and let them know. So it's very new. So he could go through ups and downs, and he could change his mind. And there's also that. The future is so unknown. You could realize in this situation by a conversation or a comment or whatever you've learned from another person, and make this decision, right? And it's the best and the right one. And then in a week, in a month, in a year, you could look at it and be like, all right, well, it was right at that time. It was so good and so needed and necessary at that time. But now it's different. Now I've grown and I've changed and I've learned. Now they have. Now that company is different. Now those coworkers or bosses aren't there. Scenarios and situations change and grow. Hopefully we grow. Hopefully they grow. And so what you decide in this exact moment isn't the forever. Now, don't make a decision right now, I think, with too much hopes or specifics put on what the future has. Understand that you need to assess a situation as it goes and be very realistic with it, right? Don't sugarcoat it because you want it to be better. Don't cover up things because you're just hoping that makes it so they're not really there. Be very realistic with it, but things get better and things can change, and you can go back on your decision and make another one. And anybody that tells you that you can't, and what you do right here and right now is the only way and that's it, that's not how life works. And that's bullying someone into a decision that maybe you're not happy with, so you're trying to make them make another one. No, you don't I'm sorry, but there is no reason that if you don't make this certain one right now, there is no chance in the future. That's a decision someone else is making. Let them. It's not right then. There's a problem and it's not right then. So understand that the future is so unknown. Who we are going to be and who we choose to change into or grow into or better ourselves into is so unknown from one situation to the next. And who we're going to need around us, whether family members or friends or partners or coworkers in our future and the new people we are going to be, who knows? Find that out. But be strong enough to find that out in the best way and the most positive way for yourself. Just, if I can say anything to people, it's be realistic. Do not lie to yourself about who someone else is or who you are or what you need or what you want. Be realistic. If you are a snot and a brat about like what it is that you're looking for, be that. If those are are a list or a quality of things you want, that's what you want. Don't lower them or lie about it. And if there are things you don't care about, be realistic about that too. You don't need to need and desire the same things as others. Be realistic about what you want and are looking for in people, in friends, in partners, in jobs, and go for it in that way, and be realistic in what you're going to get in return, and understanding who people are and watching who people are and knowing if jobs are good for you or not. Just go do it and be positive and be realistic about the outcome, and continue to push yourself and just do great things and be happy. And whatever you're doing, make sure that you can smile. You can look in the mirror every day and smile at yourself. You can smile at the people around you. Life is too short to not be able to enjoy the moments that we're in. I have another scenario that had come up at work, and it was, some people kind of taking out on other people what might be them being treated in a certain way. So it's kind of being taken out on other people, and there are things like that happen too. And life is too short. If you find yourself in that situation that you're being treated in a way that is making you be angry with people that did nothing and it wasn't their fault, well, walk away. We spend more time in our jobs than we typically do with our families. The people that we're around and surround ourselves with, work is stressful and work is hard, and it's gonna be that way. There's not a lot that changes that. We can't all have some dream happy-go-lucky job. My very first job was, well, I guess I had babysitting and receptionist things before, but I worked at Build-A-Bear Workshop. I quite literally spent every single day singing and dancing with children. Dream job, but unfortunately that job won't pay my bills or my mortgage. We can't just sing and dance all day with kids, unfortunately. But your job, you should be able to put the stress from your job aside and understand it's just work. Important things get stressful, but you shouldn't be unhappy with it. At the point that you're so unhappy with the people that you're surrounded with, or the actual job that you're doing, the job at hand, I don't know, I just believe that then there's something else out there for you. And look, yes, don't walk out of your job and just quit it, but look for something better that makes you happy, and don't take it out on other people because you're staying in a situation that is crummy for you. Don't put that on other people. That's no one else's fault. That's your choice and what you allow to put up with. So guys, life is short. Just find things that make it worth it. Your time, your energy. Just find things that make it worth it. And thanks for listening, and thanks for reaching out to me. And don't stop. Don't ever hesitate. Sometimes I just get real short messages that are just like, hey girl, sending you hugs. And I love those so much. Just reaching out for a quick second and letting me know that you're thinking of me, or you might have saw a post of mine that maybe you felt I needed a hug for, whether a good one or a sad one, whatever. Just, don't hesitate to reach out. I have put on my This is Tawny Facebook page. I have an email address. I have Messenger. I have my YouTube channel, and you can subscribe to it. Whatever avenue you want to, and if you personally know me, obviously you have my phone number, so text me. I'm not going to share my phone number with the world, but the rest of you are welcome to do all of those other avenues which come directly to my cell phone. So I will reach out, and I will respond, and I will have conversations, and I will get a cup of coffee with you, and I just would love to talk in whatever avenue that suits you. Reach out to me. This is Tawny. Thanks for listening, and everyone have a great weekend and enjoy it. All right, till we meet again.